All right, so check this out, you guys. We have a couple of t-shirts, and down here we have a couple of hoodies that we're printing on. Here are the hoodies. So I already went and burnt the screen. So what I did for this job right here, since I have t-shirts and hoodies, I burned the job upside down. So they're all gonna get loaded through the neck. So this is burned. That way when I have it on the press, I load it through the neck. And I don't have to burn two screens. I just load in the t-shirts through the neck and the hoodies through the neck, and the location should be the same. So let me go ahead and set this up and then show you guys how I print it, how I do my markings, so they always have the same location for the shoulder on the sleeve print. And we have some customers picking up today. We've been printing quite a bit. Those are customer pickups. And then we have a 7-color front print coming this week. So Brian's about to print out some film for a 7-color this week, not today, because he still needs to work the art. And I don't know if he
doing some practice prints.
I don't know if he can pull it off. It's a 7-color.
I got a haircut today. I ain't even tripping.
Is it? Hold on.
Got to shave the beard a little bit.
Where'd you go so I don't go?
Unknown.
Unknown. We got Brian over here printing out film, trying to figure out the halftones.
It's censored.
But he's not quite sure if he knows if he's got it or not. For the most part, it looks pretty good though. Oops.
What was? They just print it.
Well, that's what you send them, so.
Like it could be like a solid image. Like.
Oh yeah, here's my ghetto rig sleeve board. I don't do a lot of sleeves, but I am thinking about buying some sleeve boards soon, because I'm getting more and more sleeve work. For the meantime, we're just gonna go ahead and use this one. It's black ink, 1-color print, 1 sleeve, should be simple. Let's go ahead and put it in there, measure it. Once that screen is dry, we're gonna set it up and print away. Alright, so check this out guys, because this is a sleeve board that I made, it doesn't have the same thickness as my regular boards. So the off contact on these, because they're so high, it's normal for these. But when I go back to my sleeve board, because it's so much slower, I have a ton of off contact. So what I have to do is bring it down, and that's these two right here. So watch it go down. Okay, so now that we have the desired off contact, we're gonna lock everything and just center the board. So we're gonna bring it in. Normally we want the design to start like a finger above the stitching. So we're gonna go ahead and set it like that. And the purpose of that, so we got about a finger away. Then we have to center the design to the board. So we have equal distance. And the design is straight. So check this out. When I go to print, I load it in through the sleeve like this. And since I already know it's a finger away from the edge, all I gotta do is bring it back. Once I'm there, I know it's straight. So I bring down my screen, print it, and it's gonna be equal distance on all the t-shirts. Now for the hoodies, I usually go about 3 fingers from the top of the screen to the edge of the stitching right here on the shoulder, and that brings the print down where it's the desired location. So That's how I do my sleeve print, whether it's only short sleeve or long sleeves. I think it's always easier to load it to the neck. That way you don't have to burn 2 screens if you have long sleeves, because you can't load them in through the sleeve. It's too difficult. So let's go ahead and print them, and then I'm going to show you guys how easy it is once you get going. So we don't need a lot of ink. You guys should already know that. All right, so let's print the sample. I think it looks pretty good. And we are about a finger away from the board. So let's go ahead and load up the first shirt. We're gonna glue the board. We don't want the t-shirt moving around. Just put a little bit of glue, and then we're gonna start printing the short sleeves first. Like, The print goes on the left sleeve, so hands are clean. We're gonna go ahead and grab the left sleeve, load it in here. We want it right at the edge because we already measured. And print. So since I'm not doing too many of these, I'm just gonna go ahead and flash cure. When you flash cure, you want to lift the shirt off the board, or at least so it's not stuck to the glue, and then just leave it under your flash for a couple of seconds. If you guys are flash curing, make sure that you check the temperature, and you want to be right at 322, 320. That way it's safe and you don't give your customers something printed and then it's gonna wash out later. How, Brian?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
I'm lost in the street.
Alright, you guys, so we just finished printing the left sleeve on all the hoodies and all the t-shirts. It looks like we're gonna be done for the day. We're gonna call my friend 19th Avenue to print the front and the back of these, which is that design that's over there. The left chest is already approved. I did a sample on the Pelon to get it approved. We're good to go. He wants to be here and just kind of watch the process again. That's the front and that's the back for all these shirts. He does have a second order, which are all those right there. Those are gonna get a 2-color front, 2-color back. Let me show you what it is. We haven't burned the screens yet, but I have the film. And it's that right there. Love, love, love. And then the 19th Avenue with this logo. We gotta go drop off those hoodies and call it a day here. We gotta take this out and go back to our regular board. Okay. Who? What did she say?
She'll be there, thanks.
She'll be here?
30 minutes ago.
Okay, here, hold this. All right, so we're gonna go over here and put this board back where it goes. Now you can either just put it back and say, I'll tie it down later and probably mess up a shirt when you're ready to print. Or you can just figure out the measurements from another one, tie it down, and you're good to go. Today we did the first day of lift. Lift was pretty exciting. I wasn't nervous or anything. I drive all the time. The only difference is that I had strangers with me. I talked to most of them. The only one I didn't talk to was the last one because I guess he was coming out of work and whatever it was. Everybody was pretty cool though. They liked why I was doing it. I was kind of explaining the reason why I'm doing lift. They were cheering me for the new adventure. You guys have been cheering me for my new adventure. So thank you guys for everything. I think today went well. Uber sucked. They didn't accept the car. I'm gonna figure out why. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be doing Lyft. So if you're in town, just give me a holler and I'll lift you up and take you wherever. So we're done for the day. No, it's a video. That's 9 right there, and that's Killer Culture. What's up with that fake ass post though?